You're listening to the Challenge Your Potential podcast, a podcast featuring serving Metropolitan Fire Service firefighters designed to give you insights into our firefighters, what drew them to firefighting in the first place, what qualities make for a good firefighter, and their tips for people thinking of applying. This is episode 2 with MFS Station Officer Joel, who joined the MFS in 2008. Firefighting was never part of Joel's career plan until fate drew him to it. As a cultural and ecotourism guide in Australia's top end, he ended up living with firefighters and quickly grew to admire their profession. Outside of work, Joel enjoys multipitch rock climbing, trail running, mountain biking, triathlon, scuba diving and CrossFit. Joel, what was your background before becoming a firefighter?
Before becoming a firefighter, I worked in the tourism industry as a tour guide. I studied ecotourism at Flinders University, and then I moved to the top end and worked through Arnhem Land, the Kimberley and Kakadu, taking people to remote areas and introducing them to the Indigenous culture and natural environment. And then just prior to getting into the MFS, I worked for the Department of Environment and Water as a project firefighter, and I really wanted to learn skills that would help me with my application process with joining the MFS.
Why did you want to become a firefighter?
Many reasons. I live with firefighters, and the responsibilities and the traits that firefighters had really resonated with me. Things like contributing to the community, maintaining my physical fitness, working as a team to problem solve. All of those qualities really attracted me to the position.
Is being a firefighter everything you thought it would be?
Yeah, it's being a firefighter is everything I thought it would be and more. I knew that we would be responding to things like structure fires and road crash rescues, and I knew at times it would be mentally and physically challenging. What I didn't know the massive rapport that I'd build with my colleagues, and you often hear firefighters talking about their colleagues as brothers and sisters, and that's because we work so closely together. We have a unique station life. We build rapport initially in drill squad, and then operationally when we go to a traumatic incident, that builds really bonding relationships. It's something I didn't know about the job. Other aspects are I didn't realise the diversity of the job in terms of not only going to structure fires but also technical rescue. I really enjoy rope rescue, which is essentially saving someone if they're stuck on a cliff or the side of the building using a rope system. Didn't realise the different volunteer groups that were available. Didn't realise the community safety aspect of the job. So there are little aspects that I was unsure of before joining.
Can you talk about career progression for you?
My career has gone through the required 6 years of staff development framework, and that essentially builds that underpinning knowledge of how to become a firefighter. And then for me, after that time, I really was attracted to technical rescue, so I've started to streamline into rope rescue and confined space rescue. Career-wise, I'm now a station officer, so I have the responsibility of managing a crew and working with a team to not only keep the community safe, but keep ourselves safe.
What advice would you have for people applying to become a firefighter?
Yeah, if you're considering firefighter as a career, my advice would be initially look at the SA MFS website, find out the roles and responsibilities of firefighting, find out what the fire service offers to the community. Once you've made the decision to go for it, it's important to maintain or improve your physical fitness. There is a physical aptitude test to get into the job, and that's because firefighting is potentially physically demanding. I would recommend also improving your aptitude testing by logging on to the various websites that offer aptitude tests to improve your literacy, numeracy, problem solving, mechanical reasoning. If not already, I'd advise getting involved with the community groups such as Surf Life Saving or volunteering Meals on Wheels or Red Cross or something like that.
What do you love about your job?
Career-wise, I love the unpredictability of the job, being prepared for the unknown. I really enjoy working in a diverse team to problem solve and help the community in what potentially could be their worst day. It's an absolute privilege to be in this position. I enjoy the camaraderie at station level. Having a laugh is really important to me with my crew, and I enjoy the physical training that we need to do to maintain our fitness in the job.
How has your firefighting career challenged your potential?
Being a firefighter really does challenge my potential. I think being challenged and put outside your comfort zone is really important as well. It helps with professional and personal development. Personally, I've been challenged initially just getting into the job and learning a new craft, Coming from a tourism background, there was a lot of new aspects to the job for me. Once in the job, I enjoy being challenged, learning about new equipment, about new rescue techniques. And I think being challenged and put outside your comfort zone is really important for personal and professional development. Initially, I was challenged when I joined the career as a firefighter, learning new skills and being put outside my comfort zone. As an operational firefighter, I'm challenged by the quick decisions I need to make in emergency situations. I'm challenged by learning about new equipment and rescue techniques. As an officer, I'm challenged by keeping my crew safe each day to make sure they go home to their families safely. And also I'm challenged by ensuring that they enjoy their work day and they bring energy and happiness to the position.
What are the specialist areas that firefighters can explore?
So firefighters initially have to do 6 years of compulsory study. It's our staff development framework. After they finish their 6 years, we have the opportunity to specialise in different areas. Technical rescue is an area of specialisation. It involves those low probability but high risk rescues, things like a rope rescue where someone's stuck on a cliff and needs saving with ropes, or a window cleaner's stuck on the side of a building. Hazardous materials is an area that people can specialise in. Those are those incidents where there might be a chemical spill that impacts the environment or property or population, and their role would be to mitigate that hazard so no one gets injured. There's community safety. Their role is to educate the community about fire prevention or emergency prevention and keep them safe prior to an incident happening. There's the communications centre. They're responsible for receiving 000 calls, interpreting that information and then dispatching the appropriate resources. There's built environs, which they're responsible for ensuring safety systems are compliant in new buildings, things like sprinklers or booster cabinets, etc, etc. So there's a huge variety of different options available as a firefighter.
What would you say to people who've never considered firefighting as a career before?
I was one of those people that never considered being a firefighter growing up. It wasn't until I lived with other firefighters that the job started to really resonate with me. Things like the roles and responsibilities of a firefighter or the values that they hold close to them are important in my day-to-day life. And so I'd say if you're community minded, if you enjoy working part of a team, if you enjoy problem solving, if you enjoy being physically and mentally challenged, then certainly consider a firefighter as a career. I did, and it was the best decision I ever made, so it could be the best decision you ever make.
Why do you look forward to going to work every day?
I look forward to going to work, firstly, to put on this uniform. It makes me really proud knowing the hard work that I've done to get into this position, but also that I'm in a real privileged position to help my community and help people in what potentially is the worst day of their life, and that's a real honour. What I love about the job is the camaraderie that you get in the workplace. I love being challenged mentally and physically. I love the unpredictability of the job, never knowing what you can be responded to, but being prepared for that.
What is a typical day of being a firefighter and a station officer like for you?
Yeah, there's no such thing as a typical day in the fire service because it's so unpredictable in terms of what you could be responded to, and emergencies can happen at any time of the day. But in saying that, we are a paramilitary organisation, and so we do have set structure in a daily work routine. So things like we have to ensure the equipment is in good working order, ready for emergencies. The fire appliances or trucks are filled with water and ready to respond. We have to maintain the station as well. So we do all the cleaning in the station. We also do the gardening at a station level. The other part of the job is that we educate the community, so we might go on a community visit, and then we train as a team together, physically maintaining our fitness.
As a parent, how do firefighting and family life mix?
Firefighting, or being a firefighter, is a really great lifestyle as a parent. We work 4 shifts on and 4 days off. So that gives us a lot of flexibility to be involved with kids' extracurricular activities, particularly when kids are in their formative years. So I've been lucky to go swimming with my son and my daughter midweek, midday, drop them off at school, pick them up at school, stay on for reading, get involved with their sports. But in saying that, we do work shift work, so we do work night shifts. So there are times when mum has to put the kids to bed on her own. There are times when we do work public holidays, for example, Christmas or Easter. So there's sacrifices there where we do miss out on family events occasionally. In saying that, the benefits far outweigh the sacrifices in shift life as a firefighter and with family.
What qualities make for a good firefighter?
The qualities of a good firefighter are people that are community-minded, they are selfless, they enjoy working part as a team, they can react quickly and make quick decisions, they enjoy complex problem solving.
Why do you think diversity is important in firefighting?
Diversity is really important with firefighting. Our role as firefighters is to serve and protect the community, and to best serve the community we need to represent the community, represent those values. Every good team has diversity, and the firefighting is no exception. So diversity strengthens our organisation. Diversity is important because it brings different ideologies to the position, and that's important for complex problem solving where we've got to think outside the square. Different ideas creates different solutions. On a personal level, diversity is really important because having a diverse workforce shows my daughter, who's 6, that if she wants to be a firefighter when she grows up, she has every right and ability to achieve that goal.
We hope you've enjoyed these insights from Station Officer Joel. Don't forget, there are other episodes of this podcast that you can enjoy, available on the MFS website to help inspire you to consider a firefighting career with the MFS.